All right, guys. Magandang amaga to all my Filipino people. How you guys doing out there? How you guys doing? Let me move this up here real quick. All right, guys. Guys, we're going to have a talk, okay? Drive and talk. I'm going to drink me some tea real quick. You know what? Let me go ahead and turn this off. Just go ahead and turn it off. I'm gonna give me some tea real quick. I've been so busy at work. Like, oh my gosh, it's been so busy. Like, I think with everything that's going on in the world, like with these tariffs and everything, it's forcing companies to like try to order more and pack more into their building before a certain date. Like, that stuff is really happening. But I got me some green tea here. Green tea and honey. Green tea and honey. And I poured this in this little thermos like this morning at about 4 a.m. And it's still hot. It is still hot. And it's, what time is it now? Like after 1:30. It is still like, I can't even drink it. I have to pour some water in here. So I'm gonna pour some cold water in here. And then we're gonna start talking. Let me get a drink of this. I love green tea and honey. I really like ginger, like real ginger root, and make a tea out of real ginger root and with some honey in it. That is so delicious. All right, guys. So today is the first day right here in the Midwest where the temperature is, let's show you guys. Is this right? No, wait a minute, this is wrong. Let me change this because it says 51. I know that ain't right. That can't be right because it feels hotter than that outside. So let me go to display units. Oh, I guess it is. Well, it feels like it's hotter. That can't be right. Let me go. Let me see. Yeah, this is, I guess it is 50. But when the sun is out, it feels like it's like 70. Display mode, I gotta change this back to units to US and then done. Okay, so right now it says it's 51, right? It really feel like it's like almost 70. Okay. And since it's so warm, all the bugs are coming out. The mosquitoes are definitely coming out. I've been seeing those things flying, and mosquitoes, the malok. How do you say it? Is it malok for mosquito, the word for mosquito, or manok? I think it's manok. Whatever. But anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. It's the word. It's the Tagalog word for mosquito, or is it the Bisaya word for mosquito? The manok. No, manok is lechon manok. No. I'm getting confused now. It's lamak. Yeah, it's lamak. Lamak means mosquito. Manok means chicken. Right? Like manok. Manok is chicken. Lamak is mosquito. Okay. So guys, it's hot today. Mosquitoes are out. And mosquitoes love my blood. I'm telling you. And with that being said, this is not what I'm going to talk about. Okay? I'm going to talk about something really serious here in a moment. But since we're talking about the mosquitoes, right? I seen a house for sale. A house made out of a shipping container with a bahay buhok. I cannot say my Filipino words today. The houses that are made out of bamboo, okay? Sometimes they just use them for sitting, a little sitting area that they have out in the yard. But it had that, and it had a shipping container house that they fixed up, and then they had a pool out front with a big parking area so you can park your car. And it was for sale, but it was way back in the province, in the middle of a rice field, which was, I don't know, it was kind of odd the way it was situated, but it was modern, but it was so far back up in the rice field. And then when I seen that and they said it was for sale, the first thing that came to my mind was the mosquitoes. Like, how bad would the mosquitoes be if you live in a house in the middle of a rice field? So if you guys know that answer, let me know. Is it bad? Because I would assume that the mosquitoes would be very bad because it's a lot of water. But I was thinking, like, there's no way I would buy that. Okay. Now let's get right to it. Guys, it is very, very important, especially if you're young. You need to figure out how to stop working. Okay? You need to figure out a way to make passive income on your own time and still support yourself. Let me roll this window up. And you need to figure out how to be able to support yourself. Because I'm going to tell you, these 9-to-5 jobs, like, they're no joke. They are no joke. And I'm thankful for the job that I have, because I'm very thankful. They give me a lot of time for vacation. And that's one of the reasons why I love it, because I can travel to the Philippines and be there for a month. But I've been on my job 21 years, okay? Been on there 21 years. And I'm like ready, like I'm at the point where my body is just so tore up from getting up, going into work, you know, doing all these, lifting these heavy boxes, doing all these things, and I'm making some okay money. I mean, I wish it would be more. Everybody wish they would have a raise and be more, but I feel like I should be getting paid a lot more. A lot of people feel like they should be getting paid a lot more. But I am thankful for what I have, okay? Because there's some people that don't have a job. But a lot of these bigger companies, you know, they doing what they need to do to make money. But it's people like us is really helping them make big money, like millions of dollars. And these companies are making millions and millions of dollars, and you're only making like pennies on the dollar. Okay? And every year you will hear your company say, if you have a meeting, oh, we're doing great, the numbers are doing great, like all this, and then they put a couple in there, oh, we missed this, and we missed this on the chart. We missed our goal for this one, but on this we did great, blah blah. Like, you hear this stuff all the time, and I'm not saying this like it's only my company. I hear this, like, I worked at other places, and it's like the same song. Like, you hear the same song over and over of how much they done made, and we did so excellent. But then again, they keep raising the bar because everyone else is raising their bar, so they feel like they gotta raise the bar. And it's like, it's almost like to a limit to where they raise it so high to where you cannot function at that pace, or you could possibly injure yourself or hurt yourself, or you're just extremely tired, okay? And you're doing these jobs like 8, 9, 10 hours a day. Some people work 12-hour days, and it's rough. Like, it's really rough. And don't get me wrong, there are people out here who doing jobs a lot worse than what I am. And there's probably people doing jobs a lot worse than they are, right? Like, horrible jobs. But a lot of times you have to keep doing it because you have bills to pay here in the U.S. You have to do all this stuff in the U.S. to support yourself. And if you have a Filipino family in the Philippines, you know, you got to send money home and make sure they're okay, make sure they're eating, okay? And, you know, all those things. But we really need to figure out how to stop working, how to be your own boss, okay? Get out of your 9 to 5. I wish I could get out of my 9 to 5. I really wish I could. I'm sure there's other things out there I could probably do, but there's things like you just don't know. Like there's maybe things out there that I don't know of that I can go get, and I'm not aware of it yet, and no one has told me. And then there's some things I know I don't want to put myself in a certain position. Like, I don't want to be like a freelancer, okay? Even though I hear a lot of people, oh, freelancer this, and you know, you can travel the world and everything, and you know, that's great, but I watched some freelancers, and they are their own boss, but they still have to report in. They still have to log in and sign in, and you're helping someone else make money. Like, you're online being a freelancer. It's not just you, because you went online to freelance and you went to someone else that's hiring you, right? And you're doing a job for them, but they're getting paid big bucks. They're getting paid way more than you are. But you have to do this every single day, so you can survive and eat and get money, right? You have to do this. So it's like there's no way around it. You can't be out here living for free and everything is free. Like, it's just impossible. It could be possible, but you know, it's pretty much impossible. What is that? I don't know. I see something flying. I don't know if that's a bird or it's huge. But we need to stop. We need to figure out how to stop working. Now, everybody cannot stop working. Like, everybody can't be a millionaire. Everybody can't be rich. Every single person can't quit their job, because we still need people to work so the world can turn. We still need people to work so the world can turn. Some people are just satisfied with whatever they're doing. They okay with it. But I feel like the reality is, most of us, we need to get out of this 9 to 5, okay? As quick as possible. If you're young, I'm gonna give you some advice that you've heard before, and this is valuable. This advice is worth gold, okay? This advice is worth gold. Stack your money as much as possible, work as much as possible, so you can stack, so you can stop working, okay? And know how to invest your money into something, so later when you hit your 30s, if you do it right and you hit in your early 30s, then you can probably retire before you hit 40, okay? Learn the stock market. Definitely learn about cryptocurrency, because that's going to be a main thing that's happening. Stack your money and just stop playing around. I know we all want to go to the clubs and do all this. That's fun. I did that when I was younger too. I used to be a professional DJ, so I know what the club life is about. I know what it's like, and those things are fun. But at some point in time, you shouldn't wait till you get old and decide like, I'm done playing around. Because when you decide that when you're older, it seems like it's like too late. Like, it's definitely too late, because you're gonna have to keep working. So stack as much as possible, so you can quit working and enjoy your life, because a lot of these jobs will tear your body down over time. It will put a definite wear and tear on your body, and some of these wear and tear on your body is unrepairable, okay? Or it could be a lasting pain in your body because of something you did while you was working. Okay. And the reason why I say this, because I'm looking at, I see like older people older than me, and they're in my job doing the same job I'm doing. I'm thinking like, why are you here and you're like 70 and you're still working? Like, I'm trying to figure this stuff out. Like, why is this happening? Okay. And it shouldn't be like that. It never should be like that. I see people in their 70s and 60s and they're like working at Walmart, greeting people at the door. I don't know what their situation is. I don't know why they do that, but they're still working. Like, they're working part-time. So figure out a way to quit your job. Period. Just figure out a way to quit and survive and travel the world. Once you travel, especially like Philippines, then you're gonna start to think and realize a lot of stuff. Maybe, I mean, once you get the culture shock and it's set in, and then maybe later you're gonna start thinking a lot different. Because I did, and I still do. Okay. Because the U.S. is getting harder and harder and harder. Even with two people working in a house, they making it get harder and harder and harder. And people are slowly becoming broke. Over time, they're slowly becoming broke. And a lot of people are living from paycheck to paycheck. Okay? Trust me, there's a lot of people in the U.S. look like they have nice things, but they're living on the edge. They're managing, but they're still living on the edge. And they're slowly becoming broke over time if they're not saving their money and not investing in it, or putting it up in a 401k so they can have something later. But the Philippines going overseas or just going to another country will teach you a lot. Okay? It will teach you a lot. It'll teach you to grow fast. And when you come back, probably in your head, you're going to be thinking like, why am I here? Like, I'm back in the U.S. Why am I working like this? What is this behind me? A trash can? I think I can stop right here. And you're going to try to figure out ways to quit your job. Like, you're going to start thinking about businesses. You're going to start thinking about jobs that makes you extra money. Because don't think you're going to be a foreigner and you're thinking like, okay, I'm going to live in paradise and I'm just going to go over there and find me a job. And this is where you're going to get messed up at. You're going to go over there. This is where you're going to mess up if you think like that. You want to live in paradise, or a place that looks like paradise, is tropical. People are friendly. You don't have all that riffraff like you have here in the U.S. At least I didn't feel a lot of that stuff. And then you're going to start thinking to yourself like, maybe I can get a job over here. And then you travel over there and you're thinking you're going to get a job, but you know what? You're not going to make US dollar. You're going to be making pesos now. So traveling overseas and thinking you're just going to get a job and start over and survive like that, it's going to be very, very hard for you, especially if you're American and you're used to American ways, okay? It's going to be very hard for you. And you're going to be getting paid by the day, not by the hour. And you're going to be getting paid in peso, okay? So maybe the online freelance may be for you, okay? It's some little extra money. I know people that do that, and they kind of make their income with that. Plus they do YouTube, or they do other things to try to bring in US dollar, okay? Let me get something to drink. So, and this is why I really appreciate the Filipino people. I really appreciate the Philippines, okay? because the Philippines and the people, especially Filipino people, they have like left a brand on me, like impression on me that is not going to go away. It's never going to go away. I cannot think of one day where I do not think about the Philippines. I think about the Philippines every single day. Multiple times a day throughout the day. Even if I'm starting a conversation, I may bring up something about the Philippines. And trust me, some of you guys do the exact same thing. If you've been to the Philippines, you do the exact same thing. At least once a day, you may bring it up, or maybe within a week, you may bring it up a couple of times. Something about Philippines. And if it's like that, then you know that they left something on you. They left an impression on you. So, with that being said, I just wanted to kind of rumble a little bit for you guys to start thinking about your life and everything, your health. Because you want to be healthy if you try to leave the U.S. and go travel to another foreign country and stay there and retire there. Okay? Retire as soon as possible. It's not financial advice, but I don't recommend people try to wait until they get their full retirement, because you never know what's going to happen between full retirement age and between that, anywhere in between. Okay? Because that retirement age is set up to where the life expectancy for a person is only going to be a few more years after that. They have this thing down to a science, right? They have it down to a science that you're going to break down either before that age or right at retirement, and maybe you have a couple more years after retirement, and then something's going to happen. Like, they have this down to a science. It's just like, example, it's just like when you buy a car and you're like, yes, this is the last year of my car payment, right? And right when you get your car paid off and everything's going good for a couple of months, and then all of a sudden, boom, the engine blows. Boom, you done blew a rod or something. Boom, your transmission done went out. Boom, now it's leaking everywhere, oil leaking. It's the same exact way. They have cars down to a science where they know how long it's going to survive after you pay it off, because they're going to force you back into getting another car, right? And it's the same way with retirement. They have it down to a science, and they know when you're going to break down, or they know where you're going to break down. Period. So, I highly recommend retire early. Take your money and run. If you can do the numbers, do the math, and figure out, okay, well, I'm getting this amount. This is what I'm making now. This is what I live off now. If I retire, I can take that same amount and still be okay. And then you can take that amount and you don't have to go into work, and you're going to be okay. Guys, at that point, if you don't have nothing holding you back, that's when it's time to go. Like, that's when it's time, like, to head to the Philippines, or you can go to Thailand, you can go to Japan. Japan is nice. Japan is really nice. It can be a little expensive, but Japan is nice. Philippines, I just love Philippines, okay? But you can take that same amount of money and you can live decent. Like, you can live okay. You're in a nice environment. The weather's nice. You can live in a high-rise condo for about, I don't know, $600, $700, $800 maybe, somewhere around that range. Some may be a little bit cheaper, and you have a big giant lap pool downstairs on the outside, maybe a pool in the inside. Like, it's nice, and nice food in the restaurants. Like, it's like you're living a luxury life on a average American's income. That's how it is. That's exactly how it is. You're going to be living a luxurious life, not too luxurious, but a way better luxurious life on a standard American income. if you look at the right place and play your cards right, okay? Because it's very easy. All right, guys, that's it. I'm gonna quit rambling. I know when I'm tired because I'm like, I repeat my words or I'm stuttering and I know I need to take a nap. So that's what I'm gonna do when I go ahead and take a nap. I'm going to relax my body because my job is wearing me out. And I do want to say this. I have the utmost respect for foreigners that come over to the U.S. and work. I have the utmost respect for the foreigners that come over and they do a lot of the jobs that most Americans will not do. Okay? And I know that for a fact. Like landscaping, out in a farm field, picking vegetables and stuff so we can have something to eat. Like all these things that I see a lot of foreigners come over because they want a job and they getting paid little nothing. Some of them get paid little nothing, and they're taking that money and they're happy with it. But they're breaking their back. Like there's no way I could be out there in the field bending down doing that. Like in my condition, my back, there is no way I could do that. And then I see a lot of people like a lot of foreigners that come here to the U.S. and they're doing like roofing, construction. They're building the houses, and for the vast majority of the people that does this, it just so happened to be a lot of Hispanic people, people from other countries. Like I hardly ever see in a group of people that's like working on a house, I hardly see what I would say a American person like me, the average American person. I'm just gonna say that, okay? Because it's obvious. Like you look around, just like you see who's building these houses and everything, and they're very skilled. They're very skilled. And that's why I have the utmost respect for people that come over here and work their butt off. Because some of this stuff I know I can't do. And so a lot of these jobs that they do that Americans like, they can't do it. They can't. There are some well-constructed guys that know construction are really into that. You know, they're out there digging holes and doing all this other stuff. But for the most part, a lot of these companies, they will hire foreigners to like build the houses and all this other stuff. And a lot of Americans don't have to. Like, I don't know. I can go very deep in that, but I really don't want to get into that. But I do have the utmost respect for any like Hispanic, any foreigner that come in here and do those type of jobs that most people here in the U.S. do not want to do. Okay? So that's it, guys. I'm going to stop rambling. I cannot wait to get back to the Philippines, and I'm ready to eat the inasal. I'm ready to go to Jollibee. I'm ready to go to Gary's Grill. I'm ready to eat some Kenny Lau, some lechon, some baboy. I'm ready to eat all this food. I'm so ready, and I'm ready to relax my mind. All right, guys, I'm done. Mahal kita to all my Filipino people. Salamat, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.